Zoltan Istvan, it's so great to have you on this interview today. And you were at RAADfest last year. What did you think about it? What did you like the most?
Well, what I liked about it the most was that it was shocking to see so many people there. Usually you go to these kind of festivals and they're just small, but RAADfest was huge. And I think that was the best thing about it for me.
Yeah, yeah. I experienced that same thing. Where it was like all those like-minded people too. That was very very powerful. Can you give us a brief idea? Like last year, you were fantastic. You brought a lot of good information to RAADfest, and you're a great thought leader too. Can you give us a brief idea of the exciting new information you'll be bringing to RAADfest 2017?
Well, the biggest thing that I think I'm going to be bringing is this continuation that the transhumanism movement is really growing phenomenally. Like in terms of outreach and speed, it's just getting bigger and bigger, like an avalanche that continues to grow. I'm also running for governor in California, so it makes sense for me to be in San Diego talking about my transhumanist and life extension platform.
Fantastic. I hope some of these voters come and see you there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what is your single most important reason for you that you're interested or have a passionate movement that you do in this world to end aging and death? What drives you in that?
Well, what happened is when I was working at the National Geographic Channel, I had a very close call with a landmine in Vietnam, and it just made me realize that I don't want to die. I just don't want to die, and I feel it on a very emotional level, like a bomb went off my head at that moment. And so I am just ready now to dedicate all my time and energy and resources to trying to live indefinitely through science and technology. So for me, it's really a kind of a visceral, emotional experience to not want to die.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. So you've been around a lot through the United States and around the world speaking on radical life extension and the Transhumanist Party. Why do you think it's important that people attend RADfest?
Well, RAADfest is the largest life extension festival on planet Earth. So, I mean, that's, I think, perhaps the biggest reason to attend, because if you want to see everybody in one, area, in one group, this is the time, this is the place to go. I think another reason it's important is because since everybody's there, everybody's sharing ideas, and never in one, couple span of a few days can you get so much information about the life extension movement, as well as meeting the large cross section of everybody around the world that believes in this movement.
Yeah, so good, so good. That's right. So, how important is it, do you think it is to have a unified movement together in this world in aging and death? I know you're a good thought leader in this level, so I wanted your opinion on that.
Well, I think it's very important to have a unified movement, because the more people that know about it, the more people that support it on kind of a government level, on a cultural level, on even whatever kind of level it is, the bigger this movement is going to be. I see transhumanism and the life extension movement sort of like the environmental movement 20 years ago. 20 years ago, not everybody was into saving the planet or saving trees. But today, half the world's population is green. Well, I think half the world's population or more will believe in life extension in 10, 15, or 20 years. So that's really my goal, is to make this a worldwide movement that not just some people believe in, but everybody believes in.
Oh, well said. Yeah, that's great. So thank you so much for doing this interview. Is there anything you'd like to add that I didn't ask you, or you'd like to give any other input, on the conclusion of this interview?
No, just if you're at RAADfest, please come say hello to me, because I think one of the biggest things about RAADfest is there's so many people to
Yeah.
meet, and I want to make sure I get to meet every single person that's out there.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's what it was one of the best things too. We all got to meet people we hadn't met before, and very exciting people. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Great job.